Hey, what is up you guys? My name is Catherine and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, every week that I am posting in December has a posting theme to it, and this week's theme is decluttering. So I am doing a big end of the year declutter of all of my makeup. Each makeup category is going to get its own video slash day. That way each video isn't too long. But I see tons and tons of declutter videos on YouTube, and the most common comments that I see on those videos is, what do you do with all of this makeup that you don't want anymore? Like, are you just throwing all of this away? Like, what are you doing when you get rid of it? And I don't really see a lot of people talking about what you can do with your old makeup other than just throwing it in the trash, which I really beg you not to do. A lot of it is plastic that doesn't break down in a landfill. Like, there are really so many better places for your unwanted makeup to go than in your trash can. So that's why I'm making this video. I'm sharing with you guys what I do and a couple other options for what you can do with makeup that you don't want anymore. One last thing before we get started with this video. Next week's theme is holiday themed makeup tutorials, and I already have quite a few ideas in mind, but I would definitely love your guys' input for next week. If you have specific colors that you want to see me use, if you have specific palettes that you know I own that you want to see me use next week, or just any general requests for my holiday tutorials, definitely let me know down below. I always try to make sure that I am making content that you guys are interested in and that you guys want. And I will also make a community tab question that you guys can also comment on, any palettes, colors, etc. that you want to see next week. Always looking for input, and I really love getting feedback from you guys. So if you're new here, make sure you're subscribed. I post new videos every Wednesday and Sunday, and I'm trying to just post as much as I can in December despite finals and everything, because Vlogmas, definitely not posting every day, but have the notification bell on. I'll just surprise y'all on random days. Just a warning, my eyes are so watery right now. I had a 9 a.m. today and I'm just so tired from finals and everything. But anyways, the first category of makeup that I'm going to be talking about is the makeup that is still usable. So anything that I don't want anymore but is still a usable product, I typically will list on the Makeup Exchange subreddit on Reddit. I will link it down below. I know a lot of people have opinions about selling their used makeup, but I'm not selling it for full price, and most of the time I'm not even selling it for half of retail price unless it's a barely touched product. And people who are buying used makeup know that they're buying used makeup. The way I see it is I spent my money on it. It's not like I'm selling something that I got for free. I personally don't have a problem with it, and I think it's a great way to extend the life of a product that would otherwise just be sitting in my drawer. Hopefully it will be loved and adored in its new home, and if it's not, at least it had the chance to be loved, you know what I mean? And then anything that I do sell, I do always sanitize before shipping unless someone specifically asks me not to. So if you are going to list your makeup on Makeup Exchange, make sure you read the subreddit rules first. They do have a couple rules in place to just sort of help protect the buyers and the sellers from getting scammed, since it is sort of a free-for-all kind of Craigslist or whatever. I highly recommend using PayPal goods and services, whether you're a buyer or a seller. It's just a more professional exchange, and it offers a money-back guarantee for buyers and sellers. I see no reason why someone wouldn't want to use the goods and services as opposed to friends and family, other than the 10% fee. I just think it's more professional, and if someone doesn't want to use that, that's kind of shady and you don't want to be doing business with them. And then anything that's legitimately new, I will sometimes list on Depop or Poshmark. I know those apps tend to have a little bit stricter rules about selling used makeup, but those are options as well. Especially if it's makeup that's high-end or new, there tends to be interest or demand for it, so selling it really is a great option. It's just not something that people really think about quite as often. And then anything that doesn't sell on Makeup Exchange within maybe 2 weeks, I'll start asking my friends if they want any of it, or maybe I'll just post a picture on my Instagram story and be hey guys, don't need this makeup anymore, feel free to come grab it. And then I'll just start giving it away for free. I don't ask people that I know have a huge makeup collection already if they want anything, so I'm not contributing to their giant cluttered makeup collection. People love free stuff, and anything that you might not be super interested in, they might just absolutely love because it's free and gifted to them. So that's also a great option. And with friends or family, you can sometimes give them products that you wouldn't really sell to a stranger. For example, the Super Shock highlighters, I wouldn't really give that to a stranger because it's just my hands have been touching it, and it's I know my hands are clean, but I just still feel weird giving cream products to strangers, but like a friend, I'm like, yeah, sure, take it, whatever. Like, you're my friend, we've shared drinks and everything, like, you know what I mean? And then from there, if I can't sell it and I don't have a friend that wants it, I will then donate everything that's left to Project Beauty Share. So Project Beauty Share is a charity that accepts gently used makeup and hygiene product donations. I forgot to mention this while I was filming, but I normally just keep a box out, so like anytime I get my Birchbox or a BoxyCharm, if there's something I don't want, or if there's like a hair care item or a body soap, I'll typically just throw it in the box to eventually send to Project Beauty Share. I've been collecting stuff all semester to send at the end of the semester, or you can even grab the hotel soaps if you're staying at a hotel and you know you're not going to be using them. Really, like, you can collect any sort of small donation and just send it every 6 months and it will really help them out. And they redistribute those products to shelters and homes for displaced women. So basically your products are going to directly help women who may have escaped an abusive relationship, or maybe they're currently experiencing homelessness, or maybe both, or it could be something else. I just think it's such a great organization. I first heard about them through the Taylor. She typically partners with them during her 15 days of foundation and helps raise money for them. Like, I just love the thought of that organization, because to me, makeup is my hobby, and I'm really lucky that I'm in a position where like I can have this as a hobby, because it's very much like, it's a very superficial hobby. But then for these women who are receiving the makeup that you're donating, it might make the difference between like them feeling confident enough to go to a job interview or not, or it could just like make their day better. I feel like a lot of times people have this like thought that charitable donations have to be something that's like the difference between like life or death, or it's just extremely life-changing, but honestly just like donating something that can put a smile on someone's face is just as special. Like, if someone's going through a really hard time and you have something that you don't want anymore and you can give it to them and it's gonna make their day or their week or their month better, you should still absolutely do that. If you do want to donate to Project Beauty Share, definitely check out their website first for a list of acceptable products. They'll obviously only accept foundations that either have a pump or like are a powder foundation, like gently used powder products. You can't donate like liquid lipsticks. I believe you can donate bullet lipsticks, but don't quote me on that. Then obviously anything like a mascara or an eyeliner you can't donate because of sanitary reasons unless it is brand new. And then if you don't have any makeup that you want to donate, they do still accept monetary donations as well, so it's just always something to consider. So those are 3 options of things you can do with makeup that you don't have a use for in your collection anymore, but is still a very viable, usable product. You can do all 3 of them, you can do one of them. I think they're all great options for ways to find new homes for your still usable makeup. But then this brings us to makeup that's not usable anymore. So I have some stuff that's expired, and I have some stuff that's not really like the most sanitary type of packaging. Like, you definitely don't want to throw this in the trash. Like, please, 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 I'm begging you, like, do not throw your empty makeup in the trash. It's really just like, it's just not good. Don't do it, please. So the brand Origins accepts all cosmetic packaging. It doesn't have to be packaging from their brand only. You can bring any product into their store or one of their counters and they will recycle it for you. And then if you don't have an Origins anywhere near you, the brand Lila B will also accept any unwanted cosmetics. With every order you place from them, apparently they send a prepaid shipping label, so you can just send your unwanted products back to them, which is super cool. But then even if you aren't buying anything from them, you can also email declutter@lilabeauty.com and request a prepaid shipping label to send your unwanted products back to them, and they have a partner that works with them to make sure their products are properly recycled. So that's super awesome. You can literally just box up your stuff, send it to them, and they will take care of recycling it for you, because recycling makeup is a little tricky. You can have like any makeup residue left in there, and then like the plastic's not always labeled as to like what type of recyclable it is or not. Those are 2 really great options for just like generally recycling your cosmetic packaging, which I highly, highly encourage you to do. I'm beating a dead horse, but please recycle your packaging. It takes like an extra 15 minutes out of your day to just like march your stuff to the post office and send it in, or take it to a store to recycle, and it really does make a difference to reduce waste. So those are all my suggestions for things you can do with your makeup other than throwing it out. But if you have any other suggestions, please leave them down below. I think it's great to be able to share these ideas and help educate each other on ways we can reduce waste. I'm now just going to talk like for a quick second about my declutter week. So basically, I collect makeup, I review makeup, like makeup is my hobby, so sometimes I end up with like way more than I need, or I end up with a lot of products where they're like repeat shades and maybe I like one formula better than the other, so I only ever reach for the one. So this is just like an end of the year declutter to like go through, take a look at like everything I own, decide what I reach for, what I don't. Some stuff like maybe I just straight up don't like and I've held on to it to like try to give it a chance. I live in New York and my room is small, my makeup area is small, like I don't need just tons of stuff sitting here that like I don't reach for. So like the main thing that I try to analyze with decluttering is, do I reach for this product? And then I also just take a look at like if it's a blush or a highlight, I'm like, is this a repeat shade? Do I have a lot of blushes that look exactly like this? Do I have a lot of highlights that look exactly like this? If I gave something a good review and then I choose to declutter it, that doesn't mean I was lying in the review that I gave. That just means that my opinions have either changed over time, or maybe I've just found something that I like better. People change, people's skin types change. Even my ColourPop No Filter Concealer has like started to not look so hot on my under eye, and I have been raving about that for like over a year now. Like, people change. I didn't lie to you guys. I still stand by the reviews that I give products. Like, even if my thoughts on them have changed now, what I said at the time was 100% true at the time. So I just wanted to like address that, because I feel like someone's gonna get mad if I get rid of a product that I said I loved 6 months ago. Like, I'm stressed about that, and I don't want to like hold on to that anxiety and like use it to keep myself from decluttering stuff that I'm otherwise not reaching for. Like, holding on to something because I'm scared someone's gonna get mad at me because I said I liked it is just such a stupid and unproductive reason to hold on to something. I should be holding on to things because I genuinely like and use them today. I also don't want you guys to like try to talk me out of stuff that I've already decided to get rid of. If I decide to hold on to something and you're like, girl, what are you doing? Like, feel free to leave me a comment and be like, girl, like, you have X, Y, and Z, you definitely don't need that. Or like, I've never seen you use that. Like, do you really want that? And like, maybe help me like rethink, and maybe I'll go back and be like, yeah, I should declutter that. But like, if I've made the decision to pass something along, please don't try to change that decision. I already am like bad enough about holding on to stuff that I shouldn't as it is. So just like respectfully, please don't try to change my mind about that. And I believe that is everything for this video. If you are excited about Declutter Week, if you are doing your own declutter at the end of the year, make sure you leave this a thumbs up. I'm very excited about this week, and I'm really, really excited that I was able to share some makeup recycling options with you guys. So I'm here all week. Make sure you're subscribed. Love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video.